Why is tech feeling the brunt of this? Is it because Silicon Valley chose the wrong side?
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think the tech stocks that you've featured here have done so well this year, so well during the last few years, that once people understood that we were going to see lower tax rates, deregulation, more of a pro-cyclical market, I believe we saw a rotation more towards cyclicals and financials that have been held down by the slow growth economy and by regulation. So I think it was nothing more than that. If Trump is going to make America great again, and I really do agree with these economic policies, I think these stocks are going to continue to have a very good run.
But shouldn't Trump's thoughts on deregulation, shouldn't that spill over into the tech industry? I mean, there are some parts of his potential speculated policies that could actually benefit a lot of these companies, including his tax plan.
Absolutely, absolutely. These are pro-growth policies, and these are growth stocks. So we're very encouraged by what we're hearing. There was a stock today that I think illustrates what the potential of this whole sector is. NVIDIA was up almost 30% today, and it had already done very, very well. But people are beginning to see how analysts, investors are beginning to see how gaming has reaccelerated here because of esports. Machine learning is really powering the data center space. Autonomous vehicles, NVIDIA is going to be the central nervous system. We've got deregulation that's going to encourage all of these trends, and we think NVIDIA is in the sweet spot. It reported earnings, the stock reported, and the stock responded, and we think that's a leading indicator for the whole sector.
I know NVIDIA is one of your larger tech holdings. There's a lot of uncertainty around how things like trade, immigration, and Trump's views on all of these might impact the tech community. Look, Silicon Valley spent 8 years building a very strong bridge with the Obama administration. The White House very much embraced technology. Do you have any concern that when Google or Facebook wants something done, wants federal laws implemented one way or another, they're not going to succeed?
Well, I do think one of the messages we're getting from these early days from Trump is that traditional lobbying is probably not going to work. He really is going to try and do the right thing from a free market point of view, to the extent he has control over this. Of course, we've got the Congress behind him. He does have a Republican Congress. So I think in terms of trade, the fact that we have a Republican Congress, most Republicans are free trade oriented. I think that Trump's position will be shifting more towards fair trade, fair and free, as opposed to shutting down trade. So I think that's going to be very important.
And what about M&A? We're getting some mixed sort of signals. He had said he wasn't really a fan of the AT&T Time Warner deal, and yet there's some thinking that he might be more in favor of M&A in general, or that the FCC, a Republican FCC, might be more lenient on M&A in that area. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's going to let the markets work. In terms of the AT&T Time Warner, I think he's concerned about media consolidation, given, I guess, the way he felt the media treated him during the campaign season. So I think that was more of a one-off than his general position.